I'm Dani Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick. Yes, Frederick, we are a city so lively. Good morning. Frederick, today is Tuesday, July 23rd, and I'm your host, Dani Gurry. Yesterday, I reported that the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel that houses Good Morning Frederick topped 102,000 views. Well, it's actually all the videos that we post, both on YouTube and on social media like Facebook and LinkedIn. Each full show averages about 1,275 views. And we've reached 579 subscribers from 0 on April 1st. Our goal is 1,000 subscribers by September, and we are getting closer and closer to that date. I'm hoping you can continue to help spreading the word to friends and local businesses. Ask them to watch the show. Say, have you seen Good Morning Frederick? Why aren't you on it? We'd love to have everybody on eventually. And I really do appreciate the support, but subscribers are needed. When we started the show back when we were brainstorming the show with my husband Ashley and my brother Randy, we decided that, we thought it would be a great thing, but I said I'm going to give it 100 days. And I've changed that now to 100 shows. I'm going to go full bore for 100 shows, and then we're going to sit down and evaluate. Do we think this thing has legs? Is this just a hobby or a side gig? Or is this something Frederick really wants? So be looking out. Very soon, I'm going to be putting out a survey asking for your feedback and response. And it's okay. I can take the criticism. I expect some, as you would. I've never done this before. And I'm learning as I go. And this is literally a one-woman show. I do have a little bit of help every now and then with some editing from my brother, who is excellent at editing. I'm not so much. And I've had some content created by the kids at CTC early on while they were in school. And I'm already looking to try to get their help when fall comes and they're back in class. So anyway, I can use your help getting subscribers, because the closer we get to that number of 1,000, the more I know that this will have a big future here in Frederick. All right, Mama Cone and I headed to the home of Everything Frederick yesterday and counted all the shoes. We're actually at 196 pairs of shoes. I think where I thought I got some, they didn't transpire. So the top collector so far is my good friend, Melissa LeClaire. She has 235 pairs of shoes. I'm going to be delivering my shoes to Miss Julie Gaver on Thursday morning, right after the stream. So if you have a pair of shoes for me, please let me know. I will come get them. I will send you my address. You can leave them on my porch. Or you can donate via the links on the screen, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. And I'll go shopping today. I would like to try to top that 200 at least. And I'm waiting for my second box of 25 to come because actually, I actually only have 71. So anyway, I'm hoping all the shoes I've ordered come in on time, and I would appreciate $20. If you can donate $20 right now through my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle, I would be so appreciative. I'll take Mama Cone out for a shop this afternoon, and we'll pick up some shoes to get us over that 200 hump. And it's been a great run. I believe I saw on social media they've cracked 1,000 already with the shoes that have been turned in so far. And that was just one day, I think. Maybe she collected Sunday and Monday for drop-off. So congratulations to all the people who have really stepped up this year. There are people I don't even recall from last year that did over 100. And Julie does have a 100 club for those people who collect over 100 pairs of shoes. So, anyway, I would like to get to the 200 mark. I need 4 pairs of shoes. I probably will need about $100 to do it because I'm going to have to buy them from somewhere local. On today's show, I meet Cindi Olson, who's been teaching water fitness classes at Hood for 30 years, and she's not stopping anytime soon. Plus, she looks like 50. She's amazing. Ray Whiten joins me on the couch to talk about Basketball Coaches Without Boundaries, an organization his father started 25 years ago. And Tom and Gideon are putting on an event to help local businesses with their financial fitness. Plus, I do a speedy recap of the block party from Saturday on West All Saints Street that Asbury United Methodist Church put on. It was fabulous. Excellent event. Bob Miller and Chris Michaels join me from WFMD's Morning News Express for your local news, weather, and sports. Plus, as always, I've got your giveaways and all the events for this week, plus some you'll want to mark on your calendar and save the date. So, let's go. Thank you to our show sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or somewhere around the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the process easier. We Help You Move is veteran-owned and a huge supporter of the Frederick community. If you need any help, give Nick a call. WeHelpYouMove.com is where you can find information and check in and see if he can help you out. Even if you're moving furniture, from your house to storage or from storage to your home. He's even helped out a friend of mine who got stuff delivered, and they live in an apartment, and of course it's delivered on the ground floor, and he helped to bring it all up for them, which is awesome. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, let's find out what's happening with our local news, weather, and sports. I have Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express. Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm playing Wordle and I can't figure out my word. So.
I got it in 5 today. Took Mama Con 6, which is unusual.
Uh-oh.
Did you have the same problem I did? I was trying to figure out cat, C-A-T. It gets harder and harder, I'll tell you.
Do you have a starter word that you always use, Dani?
I do, and my mom does as well. I never did before. But she always starts with the same word, and so now I always start with the same word.
You want to share?
My word is dream.
Dream? That's one that I've never seen before.
Yeah, so and I'm kind of, putting that out into the universe as well. But, dream is my word that I start with every day, and, some days serves me great, some days not so much. So
my starter word, usually I change it every now and then. I just kind of do so, but normally a do.
Because it has the vowels.
It has so many vowels. Yeah, right. So
very good.
But it gave me absolutely nothing today. Nothing, nada. And so far I'm on 4, and I have 2 letters. One's in place and the other one's not.
Oh, yes.
And I've used I think I've used up all the vowels, so I'm really, really lost on this one.
Well, I'm going to say you haven't used all the vowels. That's all I'll say.
So now if you're ever wondering what me and Bob do while we're on commercial, there you go in radio.
Well, it keeps your brain, I think it keeps your brain sharp. I like all those New York Times games. I won't pay for the subscription, but I will play the free ones every day.
Me too. Yeah, because I'm cheap.
Yeah, me too. And Connections, do you play the Connections game?
No.
Oh.
So my whole family, we play each other Wordle. And so, and we call, the winners the champion and the losers the loser. Wordle loser of the day.
I love that not everybody gets a trophy. I love that.
Participation
Fantastic.
trophy.
Nope. And if you lose, wonk, wonk, wonk. Sorry. You are a loser.
Very,
usually
good.
that's me. My wife is the one who gets it mostly. And she uses like the same 3 words, to kind of get, to where they are. She's like, you got to use those burner words. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah, I know. Some
Right.
days, I have used it for a while, but Mama Cone is pretty good. She's good with those word games. So, yeah, we play every morning and report to each other what we got. So
Does nobody play Scrabble anymore or board games? Is it all on the phone nowadays?
If I find somebody who wants to play Scrabble, I'd play Scrabble.
I'm not good at Scrabble. My mom also plays all the, those words with friends games. And, I'm not,
I've never played Wordle in my life.
Games.
Never played Wordle. Don't know anything about it. Don't
It's
even know how to play
addictive.
it.
Well, that's because you don't know, come on.
I don't know most words.
Yeah.
I'd love to know if you're watching, do you have a starter word? Do you play Wordle, and do you have a starter word? I'd love to know if other people have a starter word or not. I mean, like
another one that
time.
I if I don't use a do, I'll use radio.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Love it.
If you're winning and you're playing for money, please send that money that you've won today to Dani and to support the Souls with Love.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
I say that wrong.
4 pairs short of 200, so I'm gonna have to go to the store anyway. Yeah.
Pair of nice flip flops for you. I've lost my sound here. There we go.
You're good
Pair
here.
of flip flops for you, ready to go. There you go. You want these or
new shoes? New shoes only.
Oh, slightly worn here.
I wear a size 14, so I don't know if you have many people who are size 14. I'd give mine up for you.
New shoes. If you got new shoes, I'll take them any size.
Or this is gonna date me if you have red shoes. Do you know what I'm talking about, Daddy? She had red shoes. I couldn't believe it. Okay, I'm sorry. Face dancer from the day. You're probably not old enough for face dancer, so I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm sorry.
Now
look it up.
everybody's
Now
like,
everybody.
what?
And
Face dancer, red shoes. Look it up.
And he has a birthday coming up, so he's going to be even a year older.
Oh, boy.
Yep,
boy.
7
When
days
is your
away.
birthday?
July 30th.
Oh, coming up 1 week. 1 week.
Yep, 1 week.
Are you a big birthday celebrator person?
I like to celebrate other people. Like my wife, I will do a birthday week.
I do recall this. Yes.
Stupid little gift up until the and this year I've got to do something different. She's turning a big number this year. So I've already got the wheels in motion of what I want to do, but I wanted to take her away on a vacation, but we're going away on vacation, and then we've got her birthday is right around the Frederick Fair, and I can't do that, and so it's going to be kind of tough to do anything. And so we're doing a big family vacation this year, so it's taking all of our money. So
that's a great gift, though. The experiences are the best.
Yeah. So we'll do. I'll try to make it nice. But for me, I'm just like, you don't have to do anything. We don't have the money. I'm always worried about money. I want her to retire. And so I don't want to spend any money. So,
So
Fair enough.
Because I work in radio and I never was able to save money.
Bob and me, as you know, are not married, but we are partners. So for his birthday, this is as you know. Well, we are partners. We're morning partners. Wake up together. As you know, in radio, we use the term teaser. So I do have something special for Bob's birthday coming up on the 30th. It's a teaser, so tune in. I think it'll be pretty cool.
I'm off that day. Yeah.
So it'll be just me celebrating Bob's birthday in the 4 walls in our studio.
I am of a much different generation than Chris, and I don't call ourselves partners. We're coworkers. So that's the new younger generation, partners. Everybody. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop now.
Number one, thank you for calling me young. I do appreciate that. The gray hairs say otherwise, but thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, before any of us get in trouble, let's move on to the local news
Oh yeah,
and
that's
weather
right.
and sports.
We're here for news. I totally forgot. Well, started off, Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater introduces plans to relieve overcrowding in the Oakdale Elementary School area. A three-step plan was unveiled Monday to help relieve school overcrowding, particularly in the Oakdale Elementary School area. During a public information briefing, County Executive Jessica Fitzwater said, "One part sets up supplemental budget. I'm seeking approval for the design funding for the new school number 41. This request will be for approximately 3 million to begin the design process in the fiscal year 25." So there you go, all about the schools. Next up, we have the Frederick County Sheriff's Office says that two juveniles, and this really got us upset. Me and Bob were talking about this when it happened, a day after it happened. Frederick County Sheriff's Office says that two juveniles have been charged with setting fire to playground equipment last month. The two brothers, ages 14 and 15, are charged with malicious destruction of property and malicious burning. They've been turned over to the Department of Juvenile Services on June 29th at around 4:43 a.m. Firefighters were dispatched to Green Hill Park in the 2800 block of Decatur Drive in Adamstown for playground equipment fire. The flames were quickly extinguished. Damage to the equipment is estimated at $230. Detectives with the Frederick County Sheriff's Office say that two boys ignited tissues in and under the playground equipment, which caused the damage. They also took pictures of the fire with their phones. Those photos have been preserved. And speaking of the sheriff's office, let's see, a recent inspection of the Frederick County Sheriff's Office participation in the 287G program found no deficiencies or areas of concern. That's according to the sheriff's office. The inspection was conducted by Immigration and Customs Enforcement Office of Professional Responsibility. It looked at the office procedures, records kept by the sheriff's office, all documented encounters and entries into the Law Enforcement Integrated Database Arrest Guide for law enforcement. The inspection took place between June 25th and June 27th of 2024. The 278G program allows the sheriff's office to check the immigration status of those arrested. And if they're here illegally, they can be deported. So that's it. And then also, sad news: a resident of a home in Hancock suffered a non-life-threatening injury during a house fire on Sunday afternoon. The Maryland State Fire Marshal's office says that around 3 p.m., firefighters were dispatched to a house at 14736 White Oak Ridge Road for a two-story single-family home on fire. They spent 25 minutes bringing the flames under control. Damage is estimated at $250,000 to the structure and $60,000 to the contents of the home. The fire was discovered by one of the occupants when that person heard a crackling noise and saw a glow on the exterior of the home. That person notified the other residents. Investigators say the fire originated in the front porch. The cause was accidental due to electrical failure of an extension cord. The family is being assisted by the American Red Cross. Well, of course, bad news that they lost their home, but thank God it was non-life-threatening injuries. And taking a look at weather. Today, mostly cloudy, a stray shower or a thunderstorm is possible, high around 90. Tonight, cloudy with showers, low 72. And tomorrow, cloudy, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible with a high near 90 also. And cloudy tomorrow night, slight chance of rain shower, low of 73.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. And sports. Riel Arvoy twirled a shutout for the second consecutive game. She struck out 11 to lead those Brunswick Railroader Little League softball team to a 6-0 win over Mamie Johnson Little League in D.C. Monday at the Little League Softball Mid-Atlantic Region Tournament in Bristol, Connecticut. Now, a lot of people might think, hey, why is she pitching so soon? Well, in softball, you can pitch pretty much every day because it's not as much strain on the arm as it is like baseball pitching.
She's probably already getting recruited by colleges.
Probably. Bryn Jimmel and Bailey Bednar both had 2 hits and 2 RBIs to help that 10-hit afternoon for the Railroaders, who advanced to the regional semifinals against West Point Little League in Pennsylvania, which will take place 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Now, here's the good news. It'll air on ESPN+.
Oh, very good. How exciting for them. That's so fun.
That is absolutely fun. Orioles and the Nats both had the day off yesterday. Nats will be at home to take on the Padres tonight. Orioles on the road to take on the Marlins. So that, and LeBron James is going to get to carry one of the flags for the U.S. as they enter the Olympic opening ceremonies in Paris. And that's a look at sports.
When do the Olympics start?
This week, I think it's like tomorrow, or maybe it's at the beginning at the end of the week. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm gonna, I'm sorry, I don't know that answer, but I don't.
That's okay. No, Summer Olympics are,
I'm a little frustrated.
So you obviously like the Winter Olympics better?
I mean, yeah. I think if I watch any, it's typically. But my Mama Cone, loves gymnastics. Is that summer or winter?
That is summer.
Okay.
I'm a little frustrated by Team USA. Team.
I think the Summer Olympics, we are better. We have better chances to win things because we have faster people, and our gymnasts are good. And by gosh, I sure hope our break dancing team is good. Can you believe that? There's break dancing at the Olympics, for goodness sake.
They got to have something people want to watch. That's the problem. They got to make it entertaining. Again, though, here's my problem, and my husband will attest to this until he will never, ever not say this, that there's so many games in the Olympics that are subjective. It's somebody's opinion on how well you do. And
right.
It's not how fast you are, how long you can jump, how far you can throw, or whatever. So he has a lot of difficulty with that because people can be swayed or influenced or whatever. So,
right, absolutely. Yeah. So, all right, that's all I got, Dani.
All right,
good
morning, well,
Frederick.
I thank you guys so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.
Take care, Dani.
All right, I'm going back to Wordle.
Yeah, good luck. Oh, boy. All right. Do you Wordle? Do you Wordle with me and Mama Cone? We play all the New York Times games. I'm working on connections, and we're a 50-50 shot with that one. All right. Want to thank them so much. We'll see them tomorrow morning. All right. Got your giveaways every week. We've got the Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. All you have to do is text MDL. We've got your Tree Trekkers 3-hour adventure ticket. Text TREE. And 4 tickets to any regular season Keys game. Text the word Keys. You know what? I'm feeling pretty good right now. Actually, every single person who texts MDL in the next 24 hours, starting right now, and for the next till we're on tomorrow morning, I'm going to give you at least one Maryland Lottery scratch-off. You get one Maryland Lottery scratch-off. Just text MDL right now, and I'm going to get you a Maryland Lottery scratch-off. Now, you'll have to come to the home of Everything Frederick and pick it up Thursday through Sunday. But you'll get a free scratch-off. Who knows? You could win $1,000. Top prize, $1,000. Text MDL to 888-465-2944, and just text your name, too, so I know who it is. Say good morning. I love that when I'm reading those texts. But anyway, text MDL, and I will give you one Maryland Lottery scratch-off for the next 24 hours if you text. And you're still eligible to win the 5 as well. So, all right, quick break. Then we've got, let's see, we're talking to Cindi Olson, the fitness instructor who's doing water fitness, actually. We got Ray Whiten coming up. We've also got Tom and Gideon talking about how to get your business financially fit. And we do a quick recap of the block party that happened last Saturday. All of that is coming up right after this.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come sling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
The Crab Shop is open. Join Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County, Maryland for the 9th annual Blue Crabs and Blueprints celebration on Saturday, August 24th at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. This family-friendly day includes crabs from JB Seafood, food trucks, live music, and yard games. This fun-filled day supports Habitat's home repair and home build programs, making a difference year-round right here in Frederick County. Crabs must be pre-ordered by August 19th, so don't delay. Get your crabs now for this Maryland-style crab feed.
All right, let's talk about what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar. It's Taco Tuesday. Get your 20% off 3 tacos all day long. Taco Bar is located at West Point Plaza on Route 40, right between 40 and alternate 40. You can get steak, chicken, al pastor, carnitas, or fish tacos. You can get tacos if you're a vegan as well. There are options for you. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can grab the beef tongue and small intestine tacos. Check it out, tacobar1.com. Perfect day for Taco Tuesday. All right, last Saturday was a great annual event, the Block Party on West All Saints Street, put on by Asbury United Methodist Church. Mama Cone and I were down there with my brother and nephew, but we moved quickly. We had to get them to the monster truck event at the fairgrounds on time. So here's just a speedy recap of what happened at the Block Party. Let me get that here. Here we go. All right. It was so fun. You're going to be sure you need to mark your calendars next year for that event. All right. Let's talk about what is happening coming up this week and for the weekend, as well as I got some stuff you're going to want to put on your calendar and remember because there's some really fun stuff coming up soon. While I was at that event, actually, We're going to talk about one of them with Boomtown. All right, let's see. What is happening today? You know, we talked about this a while ago. I haven't mentioned it recently, so just want to remind you, if you know a child who wants to do music lessons or classes or anything that maybe they play a musical instrument but maybe need a new one, or rentals are due again, you can apply for the Troy Fest Scholarship Opportunity. Now, this is through Rhythm Changes, which was an organization we interviewed a while ago that provides music lessons, equipment, and things like that for kids. So every single day until it is done, you can apply here. I think it might go through almost maybe the August, because their event is in September. So Troy Fest is a music festival that happens in September, and Rhythm Changes is the beneficiary of those funds. So wanted to put that out there. So if you know of anyone, you can check that out. Regal Summer Movie Express today, 11 o'clock, $1 movies. If the weather doesn't look great and you're not going to be outside too much today, maybe take the kids to the movies. Can't beat the price, $1. And you can check the link to see which movies are playing. We got the YMCA Farmers Market today. That is at Downtown Y from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. And let's see, the Wellness Culture Club. Oh, where is that? Oh, that is at 11 Bite Court. I believe that is at the Squad. Oh, yikes. I got to remember what the name that Squad Style, I think it's called. Squad Style, yes. Squad Style is a co-working workout space. If you've not seen them, I'm going to be talking to them soon, actually. It's quite good. If you like to get fit, but you need and you want to get some work done, you can do it there at Squad Style. But they have a Wellness Culture Club today at 5 o'clock, and you can check that out as well. Let's see. Tomorrow, there is an autism-friendly story time at Sieber Arts tomorrow, 10:15 a.m. You know, I know it's difficult if you have a child with autism and you're trying to get them out into the community, and I know it can be stressful. I have a couple friends who have kids with autism, and I know it's stressful for them. They don't want to be, disruptive, or, you never know what to expect sometimes. And we understand that 100%. But at least there are plenty of programs, especially through the libraries and even some of the movies, that you can take your kids to. And this is one. So if you want to head over to Sieber Arts tomorrow morning, you can do that. Fingerboard Farm Market is open tomorrow, 11 to 5:30. If you haven't been to Fingerboard Farm, you need to check it out. Tons of fresh produce. They have a great market area. Dawn is a fantastic businesswoman, and she founded that farm, and there's a great inn on the property that you can rent. We had our fundraising Sisters in Charity garden party there, a great patio with a huge fire pit. If you're looking to do anything fun, but you don't want it at your house, or you can't have it, maybe you're in a townhouse or an apartment, check them out. They have a great, great place. Also, let's see, Art in Bloom at Rocky Point Creamery tomorrow, 11:30. mamasnatureart.com, Art in Bloom. You can do that tomorrow. That is really cool. You get to do a class at Rocky Point Creamery. Tomorrow is dragonfly paintings. Oh, how fun would that be? And you're at Rocky Point Creamery, which means ice cream, the best ice cream. We love Emily, and I have to visit down there. I haven't been down there in a while. Nimio Bank is hosting a virtual webinar teaching kids about money. That is tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Wow, that's very cool. You can register, and it's never too early to teach your kids about money. I am so glad I was very proactive with our kids about money. One, my son, or our son, is doing extraordinarily well. He's already got an investment account set up and saving money and spending his money fairly wisely for a college student anyway. Let's see what else is coming up. On Thursday, we've got, of course, Alive at 5. Also, there's another Rotary Club that meets on Thursdays at noon. That's our Rotary Club Thursday, of course. Key City Rotary, just being silly. There are 7 Rotary Clubs in Frederick. So our Rotary meets every the second and the fourth Thursdays of the month. If you would like to come as my guest, I would love to have you. If you wanted to check it out, if you've always wanted to find out what Rotary was about, I would love to bring you as my guest. That is tomorrow at the Arc. Also, we've got Alive at 5, of course. This Thursday coming up is over soon. Groovy Pop. Ooh, Mama Cone, we might need to go to Alive at 5 this week. I'd like to hear some Groovy Pop. If the weather's nice, I think we might be out there. And of course, you can join WFRE's Country on the Creek with Emma J at Shuck and Shack. That's from 7 to 9 p.m. All right, let's just look at this weekend quickly. We've got Vanish Hall presenting the Larry Keel Experience with the Plate Scrapers. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Vanish Hall's up in Boonesboro. They're doing some really cool concerts up there, and that's not terribly far, so you can check that out. All right, also want you to mark your calendars for some events coming up. July 31st, Frederick Social. You can meet the producers and some of the actors from Boomtown. I ran into Salyer McLaughlin on Saturday, doing a big push also for actors, singers, and extras from the African American community in Frederick on Saturday, the 10th of August from 10 to 2. They're going to be at Asbury United Methodist Church for filming. Also, they are looking to cast Claire McCardle, who was the fashion designer from Frederick. If you go to Big Picture Media, I think it is, Rhonda McLaughlin on Facebook, they have a photo of what they're trying to recreate. Claire McCardle from the 1940s. And if you look anything like her or can, it's not a speaking role, but they would like you to appear in the gala that they're filming at the FSK Hotel in downtown. Anyway, that's going to be a lot of fun. Also, Climbing for a Cause on August 17th. And of course, August 24th, Blue Crabs and Blueprints benefits Habitat for Humanity. I will be your MC for that event, and I can't wait. All right, if you have an event you want included on the calendar, email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. If you'd like me to MC your event, you can reach out to that email address as well. I love to entertain and have a good time, and I'm a pretty good MC. You give me some instructions, point me to the stage or wherever you need me, and I'll be there. All right, Cindi Olson decided a long time ago helping our aging population to stay fit and healthy was her niche. She got all her certifications and a master's degree and rented out the Hood College pool 30 years ago, and she hasn't looked back since. I chatted with her about her water fitness program. I'm telling you, she doesn't look a day over 50. Here's Cindi Olson.
Gorgeous condo, I guess. Yeah. Downtown Frederick with Cindi. Fitness works wonders. And yes, it does, for sure. We all know that. But I love what you're doing with your passion of fitness. So you've been educated in fitness.
Yeah.
Master's degree even.
Yeah.
What does a master's teach you in fitness?
It really had little to do with fitness itself.
Oh, right.
And much more to do with psychological stuff behind wanting to exercise, wanting to get fit, wanting to eat properly. The body wants to do what the brain does, and so it was a lot of psychological classes.
This is true, for sure.
Then I went and got several certificates in the industry, so that I wanted to be credible.
Right,
Just saying, okay, so I have a degree in...
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
just
really?
listen to me.
Yeah, so that was helpful. That was smart. That was a smart thing to do. So that's kind of how I got started, and then it just took off.
Yeah.
It took off. I was in a gym.
Yeah.
And I was observing all the people working out, and there were Ken and Barbies who were the trainers, and these average people in their cut-off shorts and T-shirts, and they were in their 50s and 60s, and they weren't getting the attention they should have.
Right.
So that's kind of where the connection came in. As I'm working and finishing up this degree, I'm thinking, all right, my niche is going to be older people. And older women, probably.
You obviously have found a great niche, because for people who are aging, just having anyone pay attention to them, but also doing it in a way that they can actually do it.
Yeah.
So you actually change things dependent upon each person's abilities.
And it's evolved. When I first started, I was afraid of people who couldn't swim, because I thought, oh, I can't control. We're in the deep end, we're in the shallow end. We use barbells, we use water noodles, we use all those toys. And if you're afraid of the water and you're going to stay in the shallow end, so I discouraged, if people told me they couldn't swim, I said, okay, well, you can try it, but this is what we do. But now I've learned that, okay, when I have that kind of situation, I'm not in the pool. I'm up on the deck, so I can walk back and forth and keep watch on everybody, and that has worked out.
Yeah.
So my clients have expanded a little bit that way.
Yeah. So you approached Hood College.
Yes.
And said, I'd like to rent the pool.
Yes.
And then you got the word out and said, hey, I'm going to do these water fitness classes. Yes.
And the first class, I had a hysterectomy 5 weeks before the first class was supposed to start. So my mother came from California.
Oh.
And she was, I stood on the deck and moved.
Yes.
And she was in the water helping people.
Oh.
Now, she didn't have a clue what she was doing either. And we had 2 people.
Aww.
And I said to her, okay, Mom, we're done. She said, what are you talking about? This is your first class. You can't give up after your first class.
Good job, Mom.
And Mom now,
Yes. God bless her.
Yeah, she really did keep me going.
Yes.
She did.
And so when did you start that? When was the first class?
Actually, I started that in 1994. So it was 30 years. Yeah. It was 30 years, May 5th.
Congratulations.
And never took a break. We are the most determined group of women. During COVID, I wish we had a video. We made it through the first COVID, like March of 2020. By Christmas and then the new year, 2021, they were calling me and saying, we can't stand this. We have to, please, what can we do? So I went back to the college and I said, here's the deal. What can you accommodate us? Yes, you can't use the bathrooms. You can't take a shower. You can't go to the toilets. You have to stay 6 feet apart. You have to wear a mask. But you can come in and have class. So I sent out an email to all of them and put the rules. This is what we have to do.
Yeah.
15 people showed up.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't change clothes because we couldn't go in the dressing room. So we held towels up right out at the edge of the pool. And one would hold a towel and the other would get undressed.
I love it.
Then I came in one day with one of these big overshirts. And I got them. Costco was selling them.
Yeah.
I bought one for every person in the class.
So they could change underneath these big shirts.
They paid for them.
I love
and
it.
It looked like we were having a fight. Because you pull the shirt on, then you reach up and pull it, and you're like this, and we're all laughing. It was so
fun.
That's the way they are.
Yeah. That's amazing.
They encouraged me.
Yes.
Why? We got to get back in here.
Well, you were saying it's for everything that you're giving, you're receiving.
Oh, more. So much more.
Yeah.
So much. And the value of this class is so much more than the money that they spend to come take the class,
Yeah.
And women generally are more comfortable talking about all kinds of subjects. So we just get in the water and it's whatever. And when if a man comes in, I'm very clear. I say, look,
good, watch out.
I don't know what we're going to talk about today, but don't be surprised. And if you're uncomfortable, let me know.
Yeah.
The men come and go. But it's not because of what we're talking about.
Right,
so.
yeah. So how often are you teaching at Hood?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay. Yeah. And you can take more people right now?
Yeah, the pool, the deal with that is that everybody doesn't always show up.
Right.
So sometimes it's really crowded, sometimes only 7 or 8 people come. So I haven't limited it yet.
Sure.
I may have to at some point.
Yeah, yeah. Over the 30 years, I mean, I'm sure, people have passed and new people have come in, and I would assume you've seen some people, their grandkids, their families.
We have Christmas parties, we have a tea. We go to, in August, we have a huge lobster dinner at the brew pub, and 25 or 30 of us show up, and that's hysterical.
Oh, wow.
I've been to weddings, I've been to funerals.
Yeah.
It's a family.
It is a family. Especially
and one
after all
woman
that
has
time.
been with me for 28 of those 30 years. Yep, only one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's unreal. Well, it's hard to believe you have been teaching for 30 years on top of having a career.
Yes,
so
well.
you look amazing.
Well, thank you.
And are fairly healthy, I'm assuming. Like you've talked the talk and walked the walk.
I've tried.
Yes, yeah. So for somebody who is aging right now, and let's just say they're not doing excellent, what would you say, they should at least start doing today that they can do to change the trajectory of where they're headed?
That's where we get stuck. That's that mental thing that says, I can't do it, so I'm not going to do it.
Right.
You're almost not limited if you figure out that you can do something in tiny little steps.
Yeah.
So if you take it from where you are, I think we do a disservice to people when we say, well, in order to get any benefit from exercise, you have to do it 45 minutes, 5 days a week.
Right.
At moderate to extreme. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that encouraging?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It sounds too hard. Yeah.
Plus, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It discounts all the people who are in between. I always tell people, all right, if you can't get out of your chair, get out of your chair 10 times.
Yeah.
If get up at a commercial, walk around your house.
Yeah.
When I was just counting my steps for a while, I was doing that step thing, and then I thought, oh, I can't deal with it. But if I was less than 1,000 steps under my 10,000 step goal, I walked 1,000 steps up and down my hallway.
Yeah. Just to hit it.
Yes. It doesn't have to be hard.
No.
It doesn't have to kill you. It just has to mean you move.
Yes.
And the water's so forgiving.
Yes, for sure.
Oh,
for everything, right?
The water. The only thing that you can't do in water is build bone.
Right.
And we older women have that issue with the bone loss. So, and my doctor said to me, so I share this with the class, for every hour you're in the water, you need to spend an hour doing weight-bearing exercise. But that just means taking a walk. So if you do water twice a week for an hour, you should try and walk a total of 2 hours over that
during a week. Yeah.
Because it just kind of balances it out.
Yeah, you were telling me that you will visit people's homes if they need it.
And if they have pools, I'll do a pool class for them in their backyard.
Yeah.
Or we can start out with rubber bands and little weights.
Yeah.
And it gives you confidence when you realize, oh, okay, these are little steps, but they're working toward it works. It all counts.
Yeah. Well, it's like the old adage, how do you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. Right. So just getting up and doing these little things, walking 30 steps, walking 60 steps, walking, they're all wins, and it motivates you to keep going. If there was one thing you'd want people to remember or know about what you're doing here, what would that be?
The feeling of community, the fabulous village that we've created, where we're even the class is pretty funny. We're very open, we're very strong, we're very opinionated. There's resources for everybody, for everything in this class, because everybody's done something. There's artists, and it works out so beautifully.
Yeah.
And you tell I'm passionate about it.
Yes, I love it. I love it so much. All right, how can people get in touch with you if they think this might be something they want to do?
I'm on Facebook. There's no pre-registration, so they show up with their bathing suit, their towel, a check or cash, and they sign a waiver. And then that's it. They pay me.
Okay.
It's very simple. There's no membership fees.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
I break it into 6-week sessions, so there are 12 classes, and it's $90 for 12 classes.
Oh, well, look, if you or maybe your parent needs to get out and get some exercise and learn more about their own fitness, we're going to put all the details on the stream here so you can find out more and maybe get some information for yourself.
Good.
But we really thank you so much for everything you're doing
And
for
thank you.
our seniors.
Thanks for sharing it with you.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Want to thank Cindi. Amazing. I mean, to have a vision and just follow through with it and keep going. I don't think she's stopping anytime soon. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with Tom and Gideon to chat about an event for local business owners to find out about financial programs available for them and their employees. And Ray Whiten joins me to talk about a basketball program his father started 25 years ago. All of that's right after this. Dani and I recently had dinner at Sushi Nomu, and I've got to tell you, it was absolutely unbelievable. The decor, phenomenal. The food, just amazing. I had the best miso soup I've ever had. The sushi was so fresh and delicious, and it was actually a feast for the eyes. The presentation was stunning, and the service was impeccable. The sushi, fresh, the sashimi, the best I've ever had. I can't say enough great things about it. If you're looking for a great place, maybe to go on a date, or maybe just to try something new, it's affordable, it is beautiful, and you will not be disappointed, I promise. Sushi Nomu at sushinomu.com or 4969 Westview Drive, just beyond the Dunkin' Donuts.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shannon Flannery beyond compare.
The Crab Shop is open. Join Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County, Maryland for the 9th annual Blue Crabs and Blueprints celebration on Saturday, August 24th at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. This family-friendly day includes crabs from JB Seafood, food trucks, live music, and yard games. This fun-filled day supports Habitat's home repair and home build programs, making a difference year-round right here in Frederick County. Crabs must be pre-ordered by August 19th, so don't delay. Get your crabs now for this Maryland-style crab feast.
All right. Ooh, I gotta get that off the screen. There we go. All right, let's talk about A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and it's right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding, and also they can give your house new windows and gutters. If they're hanging off, now is the time. Maybe with that rain last night, did you notice the gutters were spilling over, or maybe they're not working at all? Let them check it out. They can also put on a new patio and deck. So if you've been sitting outside this summer and just don't like the things you have, give A&S Construction a call. You can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. And if you give Sandra a call and schedule a quote for any work done, I bet she will extend those special offers to other projects as well. She's an amazing person. She does so much for our community, and we love that she's a woman in the trades. So check out ansconstruction.net for more information. All right, let's talk about the more of kind of what's happening in Frederick. Tom Dufek from Financial Literacy Online and Gideon Gaines from M&T Bank have joined together to help local businesses. Their event is Get Your Business Financially Fit, and it's on August 29th. It's on our calendar, and they're here to tell you more about it. Let's talk to Tom and Gideon. One of the reasons I started Good Morning Frederick is to help businesses. And these two gentlemen are also out there to help small business. I'd love for you to meet Gideon Gaines, the vice president with M&T Bank, and Tom Dufek of Financial Literacy in a Day. They are both putting on an event at the end of August called Get Your Business Financially Fit. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm excited to have you because I'm all about trying to keep business strong, keep the economy strong here in Frederick as well. What was the reasoning, Gideon, that you guys decided to do this event?
No, good question, Dani. We decided to partner together to do this event because we saw that there's definitely a need to help educate small businesses within the Frederick area about the resources and what's available to them in the area to help their business to be financially fit and also to be financially successful.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is the second time around for me running a small business, and we know that there are times where maybe things get lean, or maybe you need to make a large purchase, or maybe you need to figure out how to kind of grow your business to that next level. And sometimes that takes capital. And if you don't know where to go, that can be difficult. Tom, you do a personal financial literacy. You guys are focused on this small business help. Why were you excited about getting involved in this event?
Well, Dani, with a background as a certified educator in personal finance and with a program that was founded, actually, it's a family business founded by my father, who's a CPA. We realized a while ago that one of the largest reasons for employee turnover within an organization has to do with the individual's personal financial situation. Generally speaking, with 90% of the country in some form of credit card debt, with the average retirement account in America underfunded by half, it's difficult for employers, for business owners, when they feel as though their staff is leaving for what could be on paper looking like a significant raise, but really amounts to pennies on the dollar in a paycheck. But they're just doing it so that they can maybe meet one more obligation or pay one more bill every month. So our goal is to help employers realize that through personal financial training for their employees, it's really an investment not only in their people, but in their business itself.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, I know that the younger generation, my kids included, are all about moving from one job to another for like what you say, maybe a raise or a different title. And if companies can retain employees by, helping them to, not move out of what they've done and to stay in that job, that could be vital to that business growing in the future, for sure.
Absolutely. Yep.
So this event you guys are doing on August 28th, where is that going to be held?
That's going to be at the Chamber of Commerce office at the new office space that they have on the first floor right here in downtown Frederick, right next door to Brewers Alley.
Yeah, I haven't been yet. I have to go check it out. I'm actually interviewing space. Rick Weldon soon, so that'll be fun to see that new facility. And do you guys have anyone else that will be speaking at this event?
Yes, we have Scott McCaskill Financial, who will also be present at the event and highlighting some a recent retirement plan that he has partnered with the chamber to go ahead and implement for small businesses.
Yeah, look, that is vital. I've worked for a lot of small companies, and if a company can offer employees those sorts of benefits, especially those of us that aren't in our 20s or 30s anymore, those types of benefits are certainly powerful in making or encouraging an employee to stay with an employer or come to an employer if there are things like easy retirement plans that you can contribute to, or maybe even a matching. Those things are great. So I'm sure they're going to have some really, really good information on that. What where do people need to go if they're interested in coming to this free event that you guys are hosting?
So there's a few ways they can register. One of the main ways is through the Frederick County Chambers website. So they can go into the Chambers website and register directly for the event itself.
So they go to the Chamber website and they're able to register there. What kind of businesses are you guys looking to bring to this free event?
Well, as we do work with for-profit and nonprofit businesses, we would say any forward-thinking director, executive director, leader, small business owner who kind of, as we said, at least from our standpoint, is looking to learn more about their business, ways that perhaps Gideon at M&T can assist them, or ways that they can further invest with their team by working with financial literacy in the day, or those who are interested in taking advantage of the retirement plan through McCaskill Financial. So I'd say really most of the small businesses within Frederick would be great to see some of the folks from their teams.
Absolutely. And Gideon, will you be talking about some of the products that M&T Bank offers to small businesses as well?
Yes, I will be covering some of the different products that we have available for small business in regards to financing, and also educating small businesses too about what the bank looks for in regards to helping them get financing. I think that's why this presentation that we're doing is so important, because what we realize a lot of times businesses just don't know. So if you don't know what the bank needs and what they're looking for, well then you can't properly be prepared for when the time comes you're looking for lending, and you want to and you need to get approval, and you don't have what is needed, or you don't know what's going to be needed in order to help the bank with getting you that financing that you're requesting.
Yeah, for sure. Again, you don't know what you don't know. So take a few minutes out of your day and join Gideon, Tom, and the team from McCaskill on August 28th at 5:30 at the Chamber of Commerce in Frederick, right on Market Street, first floor now. They got new space there. And we'll make sure to post the link so you guys can get there. But I think it'll be really interesting, and who knows what you could come out knowing that could be better for your business. All right, want to thank Tom and Gideon for joining us today. We appreciate it very much.
Thanks for having us, Dani.
Okay, want to thank them. It's always good if you can find out how to get money for your business if you need it, especially those capital expenses that difficult. You don't want to use all your cash. All right, let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood, sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. The flea market is coming up July 28th. Oh my gosh, that's this Sunday. At the AmVets Farm, 144 right near Tree Trekkers. They have 150 spaces. I was talking with Michelle last week. I think maybe 60 have been spoken for. So they are still a bunch available. They're just $30. That benefits Pulling for Veterans. If you're a yard sailor, crafter, anyone with something to sell, or you just want to set up a booth and support Pulling for Veterans, you can do that. Email outreach@pullingforveterans.org to reserve your space. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go to that this time. I missed the last one, so I'm going to go. Ray Whiten's family has been running Basketball Coaches Without Boundaries for 25 years, and he sits down with me to talk about the changes the program has seen and how Frederick can support this great nonprofit. Here's Ray. Different side of Everything Frederick today, the home of Everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. Ray Whiten, Basketball Coaches Without Boundaries.
Yes.
Not Doctors Without Borders. Okay, we got it. So your organization has been around, I think you told me 25 years?
25 years, yes. We just celebrated our 25th year anniversary this past June. Started out as a summer basketball league outdoors, and we kind of evolved over the last 25 years to have outreach programs and back to school programs and Christmas Joy for Kids, etc.
That's unreal. I mean, that is almost a generation of kids who have really grown up, and now become adults.
Yeah.
Who started the organization?
So my father, Ray Whiten Sr., he started the organization again 25 years ago. But it's very much a family organization. So my uncle, Daryl Whiten, my uncle, Dwayne Whiten, they've also been a very key component of our growth, as well as my Aunt Lynn and my Aunt Dina as well. So we all kind of collaborate to grow the organization.
When your father started this organization, what did he see in the community that he said, you know what, this is really necessary?
So back at that point in time, there was a real need in the community for kids in the summertime. So there wasn't a lot of activities for kids in the break between school.
Right.
So his thought was to kind of get out into the community, kind of reach out to local organizations and just kind of see what the need was, what the interest was.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just came up with this outdoor basketball league. At the time, it was very specific to the city of Frederick.
Yeah.
Again, over the last 25 years, it kind of blossomed. Now we're in the county. Now we're in neighboring counties and states. But the need at the time was just a productive activity in the summertime.
I mean, that's pretty incredible,
Yeah.
to kind of have that vision and then come up with a solution, not ask somebody else to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
You just go, hey, there's a need, let's do it. When it started, have you seen any of the kids that were part of that kind of first few years? Do you see them?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was one of them, so I was a part of the rollout. A lot of my friends at the time we're still lifelong friends.
Nice.
To this day, we still, we kind of have that little bicker about whose team was better.
Of course, the memory. The memory just, you played a lot better now, in the memory than,
It kind of, you kind of alluded to a little bit was, now we're kind of seeing that generation where, we were kind of the first group, but now we have our own children, and they're coming of age where, they're in elementary school, middle school, and we're seeing it kind of come full circle. So
that's what I think is great because, somebody who benefits, who then continues to support an organization like this. How can people of Frederick support you? Like, what do you guys need as an organization?
Oh, more than anything, as an organization, volunteers, just like any other nonprofit organization. You need volunteers. We're very fortunate to have a large family support. But we like to expand though. We would like to bring in the community again after 25 years. We have a lot of families coming in and out, and we just would like for people just to come back and just kind of. Just join us.
And support. And what's been the biggest challenge? Has that been it? Like really just getting that additional help?
I don't necessarily know if the help is necessarily the challenge. I think the challenge over the years have just been similar challenges that we face in our everyday lives as far as the economy type of thing. Rates are changing. The processes are changing. And we understand that, there's some the rates to reserve facilities and so forth, they're not the same as they were 25 years ago.
Gotcha.
Right. So we kind of have to meet that need, which is a bit of a challenge as a nonprofit.
Yeah.
But we have a pretty strong base and a pretty strong support system that we're able to kind of overcome those challenges.
When do you guys play?
Yeah.
when are the seasons, or when can people join in?
So we are a year-round organization.
Okay.
We started just in the summer, and then after a couple years of doing summer league, we opened up a fall league. We actually operate the TJ Middle School Mid-Maryland program.
Oh.
So kind of behind the scenes, we are the organization that kind of makes everything go.
Wow.
So we don't necessarily run our own program in the winter for youth, but we do operate that TJ Middle School program in the winter.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. So then in the springtime, then we come back to our own in-house basketball leagues, and then it comes full circle getting back. So if they would like to get involved, our website is a great tool to use. We actually have two websites. The one my dad had, forever ago is just kind of like our.
You're just keeping it up as an antique?
We are. And then so we have, that's bcwb.org. So
Okay.
very simple,
Yeah.
our acronym .org. But I now run our, I'm gearing up towards our future, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you got to evolve, you have to move forward. So we have a more modern website now,
Okay.
but we call that bcwbnext.org.
Okay.
So,
the next generation.
The next generation, right?
I get it.
Next generation for the next level of athlete
That's
type
right.
of thing.
That's
Yeah.
right. So have you ever had any of the athletes play beyond your program into high school, college, and beyond?
Yeah, absolutely. To mention that we have several players that have gone through our programs that actually play at Hood College, so it's really cool to see them come through, play high school, still stay locally, play Division III basketball.
Yeah.
And Hood College is not a it's nothing to kind of snooze over. They are a very quality program and very top tier D3 program.
That's great.
We've had our specifically Obadiah Noel. He was a very under recruited athlete coming up. He kind of blossomed. He was a late bloomer. He actually plays in the NBA Developmental League, G League now.
Oh, okay, the G League.
Yeah. So it's very
That's cool.
It's very exciting to see players come through and then kind of see their success. But we see it on a wide range. You know, we have some families that they come through. They don't necessarily want to play professional sports.
Right.
But what we've seen is because we connect a lot of families throughout the county that wouldn't otherwise get together. They wouldn't otherwise kind of socialize and get together. People are able to have these like lifelong friendships that they wouldn't normally.
And that's
so
awesome.
That's where it's at.
Well, that's really that truly is what it's all about.
Yeah.
You're building this community, bringing the community together, interweaving a lot of different people, which is that's what really it's all about, right? For sure. What is do you kind of have a goal each year for how many kids you want to help, or even bigger, is there a bigger need than you guys are right now able to help?
On the basketball side, we don't necessarily have a goal of numbers. I think from season to season, we tend to always kind of reach our max capacity. And when I say capacity, is what, like I said, we right now. Although we have good family support, we are kind of limited to our 4 or 5 family members. So we're aside of working full time, we also are kind of stretched thin with operating the nonprofit full time. So we maximize our capacity in that sense. But what we really like to expand is like our outreach programs. There is great community organizations. We may be able to either partner with community organizations or kind of feel a need where maybe there's an area that someone maybe not be feeling right now. But I think that's kind of our next thing. That's our next goal of really expanding our outreach efforts in the community.
Yeah, so collaborating maybe with some other organizations to help the families that you're dealing with and provide these kids maybe with additional resources. That's awesome. And I know Frederick is one of those places that is very open to that, which is great because we love everybody who's out there trying to help, and it's always stronger when we work together. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's awesome. Well, this is Ray Whiten, and you can check out bcwbnext.org. Right? .org. We got it. I got it. Yay. Look, they're a great organization helping the kids in our community just kind of have fun while they're playing basketball, learning life skills. Sports always teaches life skills. And forming greater, stronger community in Frederick, and that's what we love. Check them out, and if you got kids who might want to play, you can look into that. But if you can volunteer, do you guys use volunteer coaches, referees, and all of that?
Yep.
Okay, coaches, referees, or maybe some high school kids who would want to come back and help you guys out and do that as well. It could be a great organization to get involved with. I want to thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
Thank you for your time as well.
Of course. All right, want to thank Ray Whiten. What a great organization. 25 years it's been around. Let's keep it around for another 25 and support them. Maybe volunteer a little bit. That would be great. All right, coming up tomorrow, Dr. Rachel Mandel sits down with me to talk about a collaborative partnership. It's called Trauma Responsive Frederick, and Rudy joins me from Lightbox Photography. Want to take a second and thank those of you who just went ahead and donated to me today. Simone and Jason, appreciate the reach out right away. I really appreciate it. Mama Cone and I are going to shop today, hopefully to get those last 4 pairs of shoes. A reminder, we've got the Good Morning Frederick podcast available wherever you listen to your downloads. Someone told me that the sound wasn't great on them, so I'm going to look into fixing that for you. And we're on all the socials. So, as we're speeding towards the 100th show, I need you to let me know, is this something you want around longer? Do you want to see more? I'm going to put that survey up by the end of this week, so look for it on all our socials. All right, get out there, Frederick. Have a great day. Let's be great.